Right now, you'll find out what's stopping you from making money in trading. I'll share the experiences of our traders and our students, which many will understand and recognize in their own trading. We'll also go through a step-by-step plan on how to get rid of negativity and how to start earning consistently in trading. Alright, let's get started. The most common mistake made by beginner traders is trading. On a demo account, there is nothing wrong with a demo account as such, but if you hang around in this type of trading for too long, you won't achieve anything. Since on a demo account, you have no accountability. You can open trades, for example, if you only have $500. You can open these trades anywhere, in any direction, and you won't bear any responsibility for it. If you earned money, you can't withdraw it. It's just candy wrappers. If you lost money, it's okay. You have the top button. You click on it and you can top up your account as much as you want. So, I lost some money and I just added another 10,000 to my account. You can't do that with a real account, so I advise you not to work with a demo account for too long. Just use it to test a platform or a very quick strategy. Yes, but still, it's all better done on a real account, even if it means trading with smaller amounts. For example, if you were trading with $500 or $600 on a demo account and your total balance is $1,000, then on a real account, you can confidently open trades of $100 or even $50. This will be less risky and you'll be learning and getting used to a real account at the same time. It's much better for your finances. The faster you learn, the quicker you get used to the market, the sooner you'll start making a significant amount of money. The second common mistake is the fear of trading with large amounts. If we take a look at the chart together. So, at $5 it looks the same for us. We add and place 5,000 on the trade, nothing changes. The most important thing to understand is that large amounts are a matter of practice, and that's what sits in your head. If you realize that you're scared to trade with large amounts, then work on your strategy. If you understand that you have ready-made strategies that bring you approximately 70% of positive transactions, then you need to work on your psychology and not be afraid. Since with 70%, you'll already be in profit anyway. If you want to earn, then gradually increase your trade amount as well. This way, you'll be able to achieve larger amounts and greater income more quickly. The next problem for most traders is the fear of trading on their own. Some people need a personal mentor, while others need some kind of tool to help them out. Analysis, because not everyone can handle analysis and not everyone understands how. It's important to correctly build the same levels, understand how the price works, and determine what the next step will be. That's exactly why many traders choose our community. And we truly appreciate it and are proud of it. Because we strive to make your trading process as easy and safe as possible, while also providing a great experience. The fact that you're not alone means that you can rely on us. At the very least, it's the booster bot itself, which is available right now via the link in the description. Next, I'll show it in action. And we also have a huge team of our personal managers. These are professional traders who help you understand your reasons, build your strategies, and work with you in general. If you want to ask a question to one of our managers, just write to the support account that you want to talk to a manager, and soon you'll be given such a chance. The link to the Telegram account, I'll leave our support and the booster bot in the description. But let's move on. The next fairly common point is the wrong environment. Many people follow a social career. This is not bad. It gives you a lot of advantages, but if you understand that you want a little more, and if your job or education can't provide that for you, then you can try for some additional income. Yes, it's not as difficult as it seems. And again, you need to understand that you can only devote an hour or even half an hour a day this activity, and it will nicely complement your main job or your main business. And first of all, I advise you to listen to yourself, to what you want. If you really like doing it and want to, then try it. If someone tells you that you can't make money here or that someone had a painful experience, yes, there are many such people, but again, you need to try it yourself. Some people manage to trade right away, while others struggle with it. Some people start using it right away. For example, with the same booster bot, and everything is going up for him. So, try it out, practice, and explore this quite interesting large market. Here, you can play like a big trader, where you'll be sitting at the charts every day and opening a lot of trades. And you can also earn passively. Another quite common point is the lack of self-analysis. What does that mean? If you keep making some wrong moves, yes, it can involve actions with the bot as well as independent trading. And overall, it's a useful skill for your life. You need to analyze everything. If, for example, you're constantly creating some chaos, you trade first at 12 AM, then you trade at 6 PM. At first, you open trades for 1, minute, then you open them for 5 minutes. With completely different risk management, you're probably not going to have any stability. In order for you to have stability, you need to develop your own system. If you want to learn more about how to develop your own system, make sure to write about it in the comments. And our team will create a detailed guide in Telegram, or I will make a more detailed video on this YouTube channel. So, you need to analyze all your trades, when you're trading, when you're able to trade, and when, on the contrary, you're not able to. When you have the complete picture of what works for you. For example, here you have a segment where nothing is working for you. For example, 5-minute trades. And here you have 1-minute trades in the evening, and suddenly they start working for you. So, trade only during that time, but spend all the other time on theory. For practice, I recommend setting aside the same time and definitely recording your mistakes. Again, how to use the best entry points and how to work with the booster bot. There are many videos about this on this very YouTube channel. I recommend you subscribe and take a closer look at how the booster bot works and how to make money with it. As you can see, I'm not doing any analysis right now. I'm just working based on signals. The booster bot, indeed, trading can become a very easy task, but only if you understand how exactly you want to earn. A very common mistake. Many beginner traders, and not just beginners, struggle to find their style. If you want to get into investing, then you need to build a strategy that fits investments. If you want to be constantly on schedule, constantly earning, then you need a strategy that will correspond to this business. If you want to trade constantly and be in the charts, that's one strategy. If you don't want to be in the charts and only spend about 10 or 20 minutes on this, then that's a completely different strategy. As you can see, I just enjoy working with the trading bot, and it brings in a decent profit. And you can really relax in the evenings and just make some money. Yes, it really works easily when you already have experience. If you don't have any experience, even in that case, you'll have about 70% positive trades with the booster bot. By the way, I want to remind you that this bot is available to all our community subscribers. All you need to do is subscribe and activate this bot using the link in the description. You activate this bot and you can start earning similar amounts. If you don't understand what trading style you need, how you want to earn, or what the best time for trading is, then just write to our support account. Our guys have answered all these questions many times, and they already know how to match a strategy to each person. So, write to our support account, they'll help you and explain things. And you could say they'll create your personal strategy. Those were more psychological mistakes. But now, let's move on to more practical ones. The very first thing is a bad entry point. For example, if you're trading in an upward movement, you have options. You can enter at completely wrong entry points. If you enter, for example, at these entry points for an upward movement, on one hand, you're trading with the trend. But, on the other hand, the entry points ruin everything, and you won't make anything here. So, make sure to check out my videos on the best entry points. They will help you improve and elevate your profile. The next big mistake is trading in the wrong volatility. If we look at the market, we have several phases. When there are no volumes at all, it's better to trade from 3 minutes to 5 minutes. When there are no volumes at all, if you and I look at those sections of the chart where there is a very large amount of volume, so during such moments, it's better to trade from 1 minute to 3 minutes. Yes, the booster bot will do a quality analysis, but it's better to help it out and accordingly protect yourself. This is also a very important point, because with large volumes, the analysis works very quickly, while with small volumes, the price will take a long time to crawl to those price levels. And accordingly, the difference here can be not just in minutes, but in tens of minutes or even hours. So, it's essential to follow this. The next big mistake is when you start to include all the charts, and you end up in a situation where you can't even see the chart itself. And many also start adding all sorts of levels, basically creating a complete mess on the chart, what doesn't lead to profit and only gets in your way. That's what I advise you to avoid. I recommend using just the maximum of 2 tools and 2 indicators. Well, or I just trade with the booster bot. And at the same time analyze why it gave that particular signal to buy or sell. The next thing I advise you to do is test strategies. For example, you take one strategy and open 10 trades. Look at the statistics. If you have 5 plus and 5 minus trades, then you put this strategy on the back burner. If your next strategy gives you 7 plus trades and only 3 minuses, then you take this strategy and start working on it. Well, if you have a strategy that immediately gave you 4 wins and 6 losses, then we forget about that strategy. It's better to work right away on the best strategies. Remember this, these are all the tips I can give to beginners that help them earn. Make sure to write down which advice helped you. Well, what if you didn't hear anything like that? And if you have any specific issues, then definitely write to our support account. Just a reminder that I leave all the useful links in the description. Join our community and start earning with us. See you soon.